Hello everyone. In this part, we'll be discussing the extract-based questions of the poem Aunt Jennifer's Tigers, which is written by Jean Rich. The first extract is, Aunt Jennifer's tigers prance across a screen, bright to pass denizens of a world of green. They do not fear the men beneath the tree. They pace in sleek chivalric certainty. The first question is, how are Aunt Jennifer's tigers described? Aunt Jennifer's tigers, they are obviously described as being fearless. Their color is being compared to a precious stone, which is topaz and which is shiny and bright yellow in color. So they are being described as the fearless citizens, fearless inhabitants of a lush green forest who do not fear any men and who walk in a specific style around the forest. Question 2. Why are they described as the denizens of a world of green? In this question, we are basically asked to simplify this phrase, denizens of a world of green. Denizens, this word means inhabitants. Inhabitants are people who live in some place. So the tigers are being described as the inhabitants of a lush green forest. A forest that has been drawn on the tapestry by Aunt Jennifer. Question 3. Are Aunt Jennifer's tigers real? Give reasons for your answer. So Aunt Jennifer's tigers are obviously not real because they are being drawn on a tapestry, they are being woven on a tapestry and they are not real and they are not in front of Aunt Jennifer. So they are not real because first of all, these are all the qualities that Aunt Jennifer wants to depict through her art. All the qualities that she does not have are being depicted by her through her art. This is the first reason that the tigers are not real. This is the first reason when we come to know that these tigers are not real. And secondly, all of these qualities which the tigers display, they are not possible in the real life. Tigers do not fear men, and tigers do not pace in sleek chivalric certainty in a forest. So all of these qualities, they are all the qualities which Aunt Jennifer wants in her personality. She is depicting them by weaving them on a screen. And obviously these tigers are not real, just some images that Aunt Jennifer is drawing. Aunt Jennifer is placing all her frustration, all the miseries that she is facing on this screen. How are the tigers different from their creator? The tigers are altogether different from the creator. They are fearless, they are moving here and there freely, they have all their freedom and they are not bound in a toxic relationship. So they are entirely different from their creator, that is Aunt Jennifer. That is why they are not real. Next extract is, Aunt Jennifer's finger fluttering through her wool find even the ivory needle hard to pull. The massive weight of Uncle's wedding band sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hand. So question 1. Why do you think Aunt's fingers are fluttering? Fluttering basically means shaking. So why are Aunt's fingers shaking? Aunt's fingers are shaking because of the massive weight of Uncle's wedding band. Uncle's wedding band basically signifies the harsh experiences that Aunt Jennifer has to go throughout her marriage. So due to the burden that is being placed upon her by her husband, by the society and all the expectations, she is not even, her hands are shaking. She's so mentally disturbed, she's so mentally oppressed that her hands are not working properly, and even the weight of her wedding band is appearing to be massive. So this is the reason why her fingers are fluttering, why she is so fearful. Question 2. What do you come to know about Aunt's state of mind? From this extract, obviously we come to know that Aunt Jennifer is very fearful. She is fearful of her husband and of the expectations that the society has placed upon her because of being a woman. So she is obviously afraid and she is perplexed by her surroundings. She is puzzled and her hands are not working properly and she is not physically fit. Question 3. Explain the use of irony in the third line. The third line, let us read it again. The massive weight of uncle's wedding band. So the irony, the use of irony is the massive weight of uncle's wedding band. The wedding band is not so heavy. The adjective used by the poet is massive weight. A wedding band doesn't have massive weight. We do not even feel it when we put it on our finger. So this is an irony that is being used in this phrase. The irony is that the weight is not the weight of the wedding band is not actually massive, but the weight of the marriage is so heavy on Aunt Jennifer's mind because she is going through so much oppression and she is going through so many harsh and difficult experiences because of the bad behavior displayed by her husband. So this is the use of irony used in the third line, that the wedding band is not actually so heavy, but the bond that this marriage is signifying is very heavy for Aunt Jennifer to take further. Question 4. What does the massive weight of the band signify? Now the massive weight, it obviously signifies the harsh and the difficult experiences that Aunt Jennifer has to go through, all the oppression that her husband has done on her, and the weight, the metaphorical weight of her marriage on her. So this wedding band and its weight is symbolic of all the bad experiences that Aunt Jennifer has lived through in her marriage. Question, the next extract is, when aunt is dead, her terrified hands will lie, still ringed with ordeals that she was mastered by. The tigers in the panel that she made will go on prancing, proud and afraid. Proud and unafraid. Question 1. What is Aunt Jennifer's death symbolic of? Aunt Jennifer's death is symbolic of her defeat. Her defeat in front of her husband, in front of the society, in front of male oppression and patriarchy. So this is symbolic of her end. This is symbolic of her mental, the explosion of her, all the mental stress that she was going through. This is basically the end of all the women who give in to all of these deep-rooted bad things in our society. All of the harsh realities that we as a society do not accept, Aunt Jennifer's death is symbolic of all of these qualities. Question 2. Why will the tigers in the panel go on prancing, proud and unafraid? The tigers are the images drawn, woven by Aunt Jennifer on her screen. So they cannot be destroyed by anyone. It will always be like that Aunt Jennifer has woven these tigers on a screen. Nobody would be there to destroy them. They will go on moving freely. They will go on existing even if Aunt Jennifer is dead. So this means that even after she is dead, even after Aunt Jennifer is dead, the art that she has created to express the oppression that she has faced, to express the qualities that she doesn't have in her personality, will go on existing. Her fear will go on existing, and her wish to inculcate these values in her personality will go on existing. And on the other hand, if someone does not work in the context of eradicating all of these bad qualities of patriarchy and toxic masculinity, these tigers who are fearless, the tigers which present the fearlessness of men to oppress women and other human beings, this will go on happening. The tigers of fearlessness will go on prancing proud and unafraid. Question 3. What does the poet mean by terrified hands? Terrified hands is again a witty use of words. Actually, the hands are not terrified, but Aunt Jennifer is terrified. Her terrified hands will still lie ringed with ordeals that she was mastered by. the terrified hands are basically the fearful Aunt Jennifer, who is fearing the male oppression and who is fearing exiting the marriage that she is going through, exiting the toxic marriage, the unhappy marriage that she is going through. These are the terrified hands which will still lie ringed with ordeals even after she dies. Explain the phrase ringed with ordeals. So ringed with ordeals is that this phrase means that even after Aunt is dead, even after she is no more in this world, she will still be stuck with all the unpleasant and prolonged experiences that she had to go through when she was alive. जो भी वो experiences हैं, बुरे experiences हैं, वो उसके साथ ही रहेंगे, वो इस world में ही रहेंगे और वो उसके साथ associated रहेंगे even after Aunt Jennifer dies. These unpleasant and very prolonged experiences will still be there associated with Aunt Jennifer even after she dies, and she will still be a victim trapped in the chains of oppression even after she dies. But the art made by her will still go on living, because art never dies, even if the artist does. Now, these are the bonus questions for practice that I have given. If you like, you can pause the video and note down these questions for your own practice. If any queries, you can comment in the comment section below. Thank you and have a nice day.